Brian from Cantech TV. I'm here with John, an advisor with Extreme Ventures. John, how are you doing today?
Great, Brian. How are you?
Doing very well. Thanks for asking. John, we're here outside of Mars. It's a meetup of Canadian venture capitalists and as well as Canadian entrepreneurs. Can you tell me what the reasons you're here and what you're looking to get out of the meetup today?
Well, I think it's like everybody else, like you, like the VCs. It's the community. Both the communities need to blend together. So most of us VCs know each other. Given the large amount of startups that are popping up, which is a great thing, more and more need to get to know us and we need to get to know them. So this is a great forum to accomplish that.
Yeah, you spoke about a really good point where kind of the VCs need to kind of get in touch with the startups as well. We're seeing a lot of startup activity, a lot of venture capital movement really staying in Canada and flowing towards Canada. What was used to be all in the Valley. What's the particular reasoning behind that?
Well, I'm not sure I'd say it was always in the Valley. I think it ebbs and flows with the flow of capital. You know, if you go back, let's say 10, 15 years and analyze pockets within that time frame, you'll see where when Canada has had an abundance of or influx of capital into available venture capital, our startups pick up, and when we don't, then our companies are resourceful and they go where the money is, so they go to the Valley at that point in time. So the good news is, with all the various initiatives that have happened over the last 3 to 5 years, we now have a decent base of capital, still not enough, but a decent base of capital to support the startups. Gotcha.
Let's talk about Extreme Ventures. You guys have 2 venture funds right now. You're looking to potentially open up a third one. Can you potentially talk about that?
Well, there's Extreme 1 was the first one, launched in 2007. Extreme 2 was launched August 2014 by Ray Sharma and the team and Sunil. We're up to 20 companies invested in Fund 2 in mobile, web, and analytics sectors. We are starting to think towards Fund 3, which would be the biggest fund yet. So we're putting the packaging together, and we expect to be out marketing over the next couple of months.
So Fund 3 is really your potentially biggest funds compared to the other funds?
So far, yeah. We started, Fund 1 was about 6 million, Fund 2 is about 13 million, and Fund 3 we hope be north of 30 million if we're lucky.
Now, is it a higher fund because of the fact that you guys are simply just increasing your funds as there are more funds, or are there more investment opportunities?
It's a combination. So far in Fund 2, as I said, 20 transactions done. They're mostly seed. We've got the bandwidth to do a few more, and we've left some powder for follow-ons. Our game plan with Fund 3 would be to actually have a little bit more of a ability on a selective basis, invest a little, instead of just being a seed investor, invest into Series A if we can, and maybe 1 or 2 follow-ons.
Gotcha. Now you have local insight into kind of the Canadian startup scene here as well as VC. Do you notice any differences between Canadians from the VC and startup side compared to the rest of the world?
I think we all do things a little differently, but at the end of the day, the mission is the same, right? We're looking for the best, hottest companies we can find, and we want to try and make them successful. So it's a question of what we bring to the table. Each country and each fund, each partner, whether in Canada, the States, we all have something different to offer to the potential investee companies, and the expertise of that team or the fund that you back that are invested by will determine what you get out of it.
One last question for you. So scenario-based questions. You're not a venture capitalist right now.
I am and I'm not.
Let's pretend you're not. Okay. But you know.
If I'm not, okay, go ahead.
But you know what a VC knows.
Yes.
If your kind of investment philosophy is to not make money.
To not make money.
Not your priority invest.
Okay. So social, is that okay?
You took the social side, and anything outside of time horizon. What would you be investing in? What do you see yourself investing in?
Well, in Canada, I guess you should go to oil and gas because you don't have to worry about making money. That's a great question. I'm not sure I have a quick answer for you on that. I heard somebody suggest medical marijuana. I'm not sure I'd pick that. I'm certainly not a a biotech person, so it would not be there. So you'd go back into the sectors we know. I'm struggling because I can't think in the context of not making money, right? There's no point making it.
Making money is so ingrained as a VC, it's hard to think otherwise.
But you got to do everything else right. But there's no point. I'm not here to invest for fun. right? If I want to give money to charity, I'll give money to charity.
It's probably one of the best answers I've seen so far. This is John, an advisor with Extreme Ventures. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Brian.
Cheers.